Hi. And the referees. And the referees. Or the Rourkeries, as I like to call them. The Rourkeries. He didn't look very good out there, if you ask me. Second time Campbell's been screwed out of a touchdown by the referees this season. What makes the CFL looks Bush League is the refereeing and the fact that the God Center can call in and arbitrarily make changes on plays when they have absolutely no. They should have no power to be able to do that. I can swallow a loss. A loss is a loss, and you know teams are going to lose games. But when games are decided by the refereeing, um, that's when you got to draw the line. And I hate to say it, but if you look at that game, you look a few games back where Rourke was ducking down, he got hit, and the defensive player went low. He would have hit him in the stomach, but he went low and he got hit in the head because Rourke ducked, and he ended up getting the call for roughing the passer. It's the same with Revis getting fined for roughing the passer. When he got the God Center called down to make that call. The only reason that call was ever made was because of the fact that Caleros got hurt. When not even a week later, Arbuckle had the exact same hit happen to him. He got up telling Dinwiddie to make the call, but Dinwiddie didn't. And because he didn't get hurt, he never got the call. So not only is it the fact that the God Center can call down and make the calls, it's the fact that there's so much inconsistency. That God Center basically needs to be removed from the game. The only thing that they can ever do is basically look at anything that the coaches want them to look at with the flag and potential scoring plays. That is it. They can't make calls. They can't say this is where the spot is. And I really, really hope with the 35-second clock that comes in next season, I hope that reduces the ability for the God Center to call down and make ridiculous calls. Well, I mean, the exact same game that Revis got the roughing the passer call, Willette got his helmet ripped off, and they never called that. He made this call unilaterally. He didn't involve anybody. He didn't involve the owners. He didn't involve nothing. I guess he involved the owners because the owners are the board of directors. So that 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 is kind of the and honestly, out of everything that he changed, the only thing that really makes any difference to me is the fact that they're removing the 55-yard line. That is a change that shouldn't have happened. But other than that, I mean, people are the goalposts, and I mean, it's gonna take away from the one of the most exciting plays, which is the kick, the missed field goal return. But I see it turning into more. You're gonna start seeing more onside punts because you're going to be at that point where you're at the 35-yard line and you're going to make it so that the punter is going to have to punt the ball away, but it'd be easier to have an onside guy or two onside guys and punt the ball. And I mean, there's your touchdown, right? He has actually straight up said that it's going to go to rules committee to see if there's a way to make sure that the last 3 minutes is still as exciting as it is, which might mean three timeouts every quarter, or it might mean that um, the play's still going to stop, and like there's lots that they can do with that last 3 minutes to make sure it doesn't turn into the NFL where there's 2 minutes left and you walk onto the field shaking hands. No, the here's the thing though, like if the CFL is marketing the game on the last 3 minutes of the game as opposed to the entirety of the game, um, then I honestly think we have a problem. Yes, this season I will have to say has probably been the highlight for that last 3 minutes with how many come from behind or how many real tight games have been decided in that last 3 minutes this season. Like I want to say there's probably 15 to 20 games that were like that. But again, like you need to be able to market the entire product, and I don't think if the excitement of the last 3 minutes hasn't brought in, and I hate to say it, it's people in your age category that aren't watching it. There needs to be the biggest thing is the lack of um, the fact that the coaches and staff don't have to disclose what injuries and stuff like that are, and the fact that everything is so closed-lipped and tight to the body with the teams. They need to be more open with their rosters and stuff like that. And I hate to say it because it's a real slippery slope. They need to bring in sports betting and stuff like that more than it already is, because that's what's drawing the people there. Well, here's the thing. You look at the fans and how pissed off they are with the changes that they've made now. And they're bringing the game more in line with the ability to put it into more stadiums. They're bringing it in line so that you don't have two stadiums that have completely different end zones. They're making it so that you don't have the ridiculousness of the players on the same side, so you don't have linemen running 150 yards in order to actually make it onto the field for plays and stuff like that. So like they're trying to streamline the game, and all of the hardcore fans are pissed off because we're NFLizing the game. But we're not, There's still 12 men, still 65 yards, still the bigger ball, still a yard off the ball, still unlimited motion. There's still going to be the modified rouge, which is, finally an actual, you have to make a play on the ball as opposed to, well, you get a loser point. So like there's still so much in it. They're taking the exact same picture, they're just putting it on a different canvas is basically what they're doing right now.